to have 4 new guys for the first time wearing a Pitt jersey in a real game, to come out and to perform like that on the defensive end, I thought was big time. We knew that Youngstown State was going to shoot a lot of threes, and so our preparation for this game was 3-point defense and then long rebounds. With them shooting a lot of threes, we knew that we could turn those misses, if we contested them, into offense. And I thought we did that. When we broke the game open in the second half, I thought we were able to get out in transition. We were finally able to rebound. For those 3 freshmen to perform like they did in their first collegiate game, is really, really good. And then for Malik to have his imprint on the game in different ways. But I thought the guy that really changed the game was Kenna. We decided to start him in the second half because he rebounded. He rebounded in the first half, and he gave an energy. And, that's who Kenna has been since I've been here. And, he earned the right to start in the second half, and I thought his energy on both ends of the court, really helped us break the game open. So, again, I'm really proud of the effort on the defensive end to hold them under 30%, from the field, about 21% from the three-point line was really good. We have a lot to work on, but we have some things that we can build on, as we move forward.
Are we going to see Kenna starting from now on?
Maybe. We'll see. Practice will determine that.
Is there some part of you, Jeff, that's maybe sort of relieved from this first game to be done with, where the focus can kind of maybe shift more from there being a new coach and it being a new era to it being more about this team and where you guys can go?
Well, for me, it's always been about the team. So I never, I don't pay attention to that. For me, it's always been about us. We talk to our guys. We all need to use plural pronouns. Us, we, our. It doesn't need to be I or me. We don't need to speak that way. And so it's never been about that. Now, is it good to have the first one over? Yeah, especially that we won. And now we can, continue to build. For the returning guys, this is their first win in 2018. And so it was good to see guys excited in the locker room after the game. For our new guys, it's their first win. And again, with the way we did it on the defensive end, it's something we should be proud of. Not satisfied with, but proud of. And move forward and build on it, learn from it, and get better from it.
Jeff, knowing that they're freshmen, I'm sure there was some leeway you wanted to give them, but how hard as a coach is it to allow those freshmen to make the mistakes that they made, especially in the first 5 minutes with turnovers and missed dunks and missed shots and, the lapses that most coaches would have yanked a guy, you let them play through it?
Well, I think if you're going to allow guys to have freedom, then you have to allow them to make mistakes, as long as they're mistakes going hard. There's not a perfect player, and our game is not perfect. But what should be perfect is our effort and how hard we play. And we certainly made some mistakes, and those guys did, but it wasn't just it was everyone. It was all of us. It was me included. But those guys were playing hard. And, you allow them to grow. You allow them to fix it. You allow them to learn from it. Again, that's been my thing. As long as guys are playing hard and competing and getting after it, you have an opportunity to play. And the guys that did that, that played today are the guys that have earned it.
They had all that energy, but like you said, it was the first game. They're probably excited to be out there. Do you feel like that's just who they are to have that kind of energy, or are you kind of curious to see how that sustains over the course of the season?
Well, I hope we do. I mean, that's something that I hope. Hopefully we don't have to teach energy. Those guys, have been, since they've been here, high energy guys. Those 3 freshmen are always in the gym, always. At night, they're in here late. I mean, they're always in the gym, and they want to be really good. We have a lot of our guys that are in the gym a lot, and so I like guys that have energy. And understanding with that, sometimes you got to rev them down. That's good. I'd rather rev them down than try to rev a guy up. It's really hard to rev a guy up. And so to calm them down a little bit, that's good. That's good. I want them to be excited, and hopefully that's something we have all year.
Coach, even more than that energy, they seem to have a confidence and an attitude a little bit above their years.
Those guys work really hard, and I think they do believe that they're good players. If you think about it, those kids decided to come here, it wasn't popular. And, you have Xavier and Trey committed within, I think, 5 days of each other. They never asked, well, what about, they never asked me, well, what about Malik or Shamil or Cameron? They didn't really care who was here. They felt like they can come in and contribute. Same thing with Audis when he committed. Trey and X were already committed. And so we had a lot of guards, but those guys, and so they do have a confidence, they do have a passion, but, other guys do. Like Malik has that. And, Kenna showed that. Again, with what he did in the second half of what Kenna did was really good. I thought Shamil gave us really, really good minutes. And I thought Cameron Davis defensively gave us really good minutes. And so, again, we have a lot of guys to do that, and that's what it's going to take for us to have a chance to be successful this year.
You were talking about the freshmen's work habits there, Jeff. Is that typically something that the freshmen come in with, or as a coach says them that you typically have to teach them? And if it's the former, is that some what does that say about these guys that they came in right away and did that?
Well, I think it depends on the kid. I think each kid is different. Certainly not all are like that. Some already possess a great work ethic. Some that's something that they have to learn. So each kid is different. Each kid is unique. Fortunately for us, we have a lot of kids on this team that like being in the gym. They like working, and I think it's shown up with the condition that we're in and the changes in guys' bodies from the time from April until now.
The offensive rebounds that Youngstown State was able to get, obviously some of that's just put up a lot of threes, going to be a lot of random weird rebounds, but do you feel like there was something your guys could have been doing better throughout to minimize those extra possessions?
Yeah, definitely. We have to go after it. 5 guys have to rebound all the time for us, and that's going to be something we say all year. We have to gain rebound. And when you miss as many shots as they miss, there are going to be more opportunities to rebound, especially when you shoot 38 threes. There are a lot of long rebounds. When we got those, we were able to turn those into offense. I thought we left a lot of points on the board. I can recall 10 in the first half that we left on the board, with just layups and things like that. But us defensive rebounding is going to be a key for us and something we're going to have to be, really, really focused on all season long because we're small.
Jeff, how much with your personnel decisions, whether it's playing time or whatever, how much is that sending a message that the game will be played a certain way to this team, that we're going to play defense? So you mentioned the toughness, the together, the defensive mentality. How much of that is if you're not going to play unless you play this way?
For me, it's not sending a message. It's just this is the way it is. This is how it is. This is how it's going to be. And it's not sending a message. Just this is the standard. The standard is the standard, and that is not changing. And so you have to raise your standards. That's been my thing since I've been here. Everything in our program needs to be elevated. And, we've tried to do that with everything. And guys have to understand that. And I think, I don't think we have anyone fighting it, but the standard is the standard, period.
Jeff, you're one game in and one tech. I don't know. The guy said that kind of fired him up a little bit, though. I mean, did you sense that at all in the moment or anything like that?
I didn't. I apologized to him in the huddle. But it happened. I need to be better in that situation.
It seems like your team is a little bit more hungrier this year than in previous teams, and we saw it tonight, and hopefully we'll see it during the course of the season. Hopefully for you, you'll see it a lot during the season.
Yeah, well, I can speak for our team. I can't speak for previous ones. And, we need to be hungry. We need to be hungry every time we step on the court. We need to have the mindset of it's an opportunity for us to get better. Each day in practice, we can't come to practice with an attitude of I just want to get through it. I hope it's not hard today. That's a losing mentality, and individually and collectively as a group, and we can't have that. We need to come with the mindset of it's an opportunity for us to get better, for me to get better, and things like that. And so that requires discipline, that requires hunger, that requires focus, attention to detail, and they will know when they're not doing it. And so, again, the standard is the standard. That's what we have to do every day.
Your press release said, I guess, that whatever happened with Jared happened in the spring. Was this something you had been aware of for a while, that he was going to miss the
Yes.
game? What made Adis the guy that you want to replace him this time?
Well, you know, we grade practice. We look at different things in practice, and you know, he's a bigger body. You know, he's a guy that can defend multiple positions. He's been one of our best rebounders in practice every day, and he's been one of our best defenders in practice. And so, you know, we just decided to go with him. He earned the position.
You're expecting Jared to play?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Jay, you've been the head coach at 2 different schools, interim at Duke. How does it feel to get your first one at Pitt? How much different does it feel?
Well, it's exciting. You know, more importantly for me, I'm excited for our guys. You know, we have a locker room full of guys that haven't won a game in college in 2018, so this was their first. You know, with me, I'm never concerned about me. You know, for me, I had my time when I played. I got a lot of attention when I played. I don't need that now. I don't want that now. I want these guys to get it. These guys deserve it. And so I was just really, really happy for them, really pleased for them, and really, really excited for them.